our exclusive interview with Wendy Williams, the talk show host, talking to TJ about the battle over her finances, her reported health troubles, and the end of her show. And TJ, I know we were communicating, talking about your conversation with her.
Yeah, and Robert, we have to remember, given the headlines recently, we might be quick to forget that this is a woman that for over a decade battled it out for the top spot in all of daytime talk. She has had an incredible run, but the recent headlines about her, she lost her show, she lost access to her finances, lost her mind. Yes, her bank called her an incapacitated person. Well, Wendy reached out to us yesterday, and she wanted to do something she hasn't done much of publicly lately. Talk.
Are you, Wendy, of sound mind?
Absolutely. Are you?
It's your boy King Marco in the building here to give y'all some game. Want y'all to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. King's Court coming soon. Let's get into it. Well, off rip, crackhead Wendy Williams can't stay off the crack. See, this is when you know that a person hasn't changed. When they become defensive, when they get on the defense. Okay, he just asked her a question. All she should have said was absolutely. Okay, but instead she says, "Are you?" So she's trying to deflect. And for Wendy Williams, this is kind of low for her because she should be used to this right now. She's done this to so many different people throughout the years that she should know this game. She shouldn't be on the defense. Right here, this tells me right now that Wendy hasn't changed. None whatsoever. Okay. But let's go further into this interview because this shit is comical, to be honest with you. Okay. It's damn near shameful that she would even do an interview like this. But let's get into it.
I am. Now, why would anybody assume you are not?
Well, when people want control of their accounts, they say anything, including something crazy like that about me.
Wendy Williams wants to address months of reports and rumors about her mental and physical well-being.
I don't have time to waste. Let's get this show on the road.
After health struggles kept her from returning to her show for a 14th season.
There's been a lot out there, and you talked about your health, but tell us how your health is.
Health is very well, and I actually have had a few appointments. I'm 57 now, and I have the mind and body of a 25-year-old.
Now, we all know that's a lie. Okay? We all know that's a lie. You ain't got nobody, no 25-year-old. Let's just keep it real. Okay, Wendy, you did so many modifications with your body. You can't even fix your mouth to say you got the body of a 25-year-old. No, absolutely not. Nobody in no 25-year-old. Okay, let's cut that out. The mind of a 25-year-old, you might be right about that. Okay, for real, you might be right about that. Okay, you probably told the truth on your mind. You probably do have the mind of a 25-year-old. Okay, you've been as tacky as a 25-year-old. Okay, you've been going at people, talking about their lives, talking about the dirty parts of their lives, like a 25-year-old. So I do believe that you feel that you're 25 years old. You ain't lying about that.
Wendy talked to us by phone, not wanting to go on camera, but wanting the public to hear directly from her, in particular about her ongoing legal battle with Wells Fargo Bank, which Wendy says froze her accounts for 2 months, a move she claims denies her access to her own money, preventing her from fulfilling her financial obligations, including mortgage payments and employee payroll.
Now, I could probably tell you why Wells Fargo canceled her accounts. I could tell you why. Okay, she done showed up into the bank high on drugs, saying all kind of crazy things in the bank. I bet that. I bet anybody money on that. She showed up into them banks acting a fool, looking crazy. She probably had $3-4 million in that bank, but she came in there looking like a crackhead. Okay, that's for sure. The bank ain't gonna sit out there and just automatically freeze your accounts for nothing. Okay, you had to have done something. And then they looked in the news, and then they looked at you on TV showing up to work, high and drunk on TV, incoherent and everything. So they looked at that, and then they looked at you coming up in the bank looking like a hot mess, and you was talking crazy. Hell yeah, they shut your accounts down. Absolutely. They knew right then and there you showed up in them banks looking crazy, and they said, you know what, the next time she come in here, we ain't gonna let her take out not one dime. She is no longer, able to come in here and just freely take out her money. Yeah, she crazy. That's why Wells Fargo shut her accounts down, because her ass came in there looking like a crackhead. That's why they shut it down. They just didn't shut it down because they feel that she's not of able mind. They didn't do that. That's not what they do. Banks don't do that. I'm sorry. Banks don't do that. If that's the case, then every 90-year-old woman would not be able to go to the bank and take her money out of the bank. Okay. A 90-year-old woman will have a hard time getting money out of her bank account. An 85-year-old woman, a woman in a wheelchair. Okay. They be doing all kind of stuff. Wells Fargo ain't gonna just sit there and just cut your accounts off just because you Wendy Williams. This is bullshit. She showed up in that bank looking like a crackhead and started talking like a crackhead. That's why they shut her accounts down.
They say that I need somebody to handle my account. And I don't want that. I want all my money. I want to see all my money that I've worked hard for my entire life.
She sound like a crackhead here. Straight up. She sounds just like a crackhead here. Okay, seriously. Okay. All she should have said was that, hey, me and Wells Fargo, we going through some things right now. We had a difference of opinion, and we still working on these things. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. She got the nerve to come out here talking about how much money that she worked hard all her life to have her money and all this bullshit. She sounds like she on dope still. I'm sorry. And another reason why I say that she's on dope. One know another reason why she's on dope is because bottom line, she ain't. We can't see it. We can't see what she looked like right now. She on telephone. Okay. Now, if this is Wendy Williams doing this interview, she would want the person to be on TV, not on no telephone call. Okay. And she knows what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows that she's not capable of being on television for people to see her, because they know that if they were to see her, she'd be looking just like a dope fiend. That's exactly what it is. Wendy looks like a dope fiend. I could just imagine what she is when she at home right now. Okay. And if she ain't off them drugs, which I don't believe she is, if she ain't off them drugs, you gonna see her back in rehab again. Okay. I wouldn't give her a penny if I'm a TV station. But maybe I would give her a penny because I know how she gonna do this. She gonna look like a fool on TV. I would say if you gonna give her a penny, you better milk whatever you can out of her. You know what I'm saying? Because she gonna trend. She gonna go viral again. She lucky she didn't go viral the last time she was high and drunk on TV and nobody knew what was going on. She had hell of a protection back then. Her protection was top of the line because she should have went viral back then. She should never get another dime from TV from the TV world at all. Not one penny. I would if I was to give her any money, she'd be on a short leash, and I'd be drug testing her every week, straight up. I drug test her like she working construction on everything. That's the kind of drug testing she getting. I drug test her like players in the NFL was 10 years ago. That's the kind of drug test she gets. She not just gonna be free and do whatever she want to do. If I was to sign her, I give her nothing but I'll give her a drug test once a week. Once a week. Straight up. That's all I would give her.
Entire life. I don't lie, I don't cheat, and I don't steal.
Now that right there is a lie. I don't lie, I don't cheat, and I don't steal. I don't know about the stealing part, but the lying and the cheating, shit. She done had a long history of lying and cheating. Okay, she ain't got one friend right now. Not one. Everybody done left her to dry. So if you ain't got one friend that you can call, and you a socialite, you a social person, and you can't call one person to help you out or do nothing, you done lied, you done cheated, and you done stole somewhere. Okay, if you can't call nobody, she ain't got no friends. She done turned on every last one of her friends just so she could make $1 or just so she can have her first story. How many celebrities that befriended her and then she turned around and 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 stabbed them in the back? How many times she done did that? She done did that so many different times. And all this is for a career. This is the chickens that come home to roost for her. Okay, all the eavesdropping she done did and all the backdoor deals she done did, and this is all coming back to haunt her. Okay. And she's cracking right under pressure, right in front of our eyes. That's what's happening. All her lying, her cheating, and her stealing has done caught up with her now. She straight up sat there and said, my entire life, I don't lie, I don't cheat, I don't steal. That right there is, she done told 3 lies right there. 3.
Honest, hardworking person.
In court documents, the bank says they requested a conservatorship for the talk show host because they believe she is the victim of undue influence and financial exploitation, an allegation Wendy denies.
Why do you think that a bank has taken a pretty extreme step to say we don't think you're of sound mind to handle your own money?
Well, I want to spend more time with my family and, working out and waiting for the responses to my money situation in Wells Fargo. And they don't like that.
What the hell is that what kind of answer is that? What kind of answer is that? Please tell me, y'all. What kind of answer is that? I don't know what to say about this. She didn't even answer that question. None whatsoever. Her family and her friends and working out ain't got nothing to do with that question. Okay? I personally believe she was high during this interview. She was high. She barely got through that interview. Okay? And she looks a mess. I know I paid amount of money. She looked a mess. She looked 10 times worse than the last time you saw her. Guaranteed. I know she did. This to me was an interview. Honestly, this was an interview to see if she's ready. If I'm an executive producer of television shows, I'm staying far away from Wendy. I gotta see her in a day. I gotta see her. I gotta see her in person before I give her a deal. She hasn't been on TV in months, in over a year. She hasn't been on TV. Okay, and that's not good for television personality. Okay, it's really not. Okay, her life is in total shambles right now. Her personal life is in shambles. Everybody has moved on from her. People probably pissed off because they done wasted their career on her. People mad. All the people that work for her, they out of a job. They ain't got nothing going on. You know, they hopefully they'll do that. They'll have Sherry Shepherd take her place. Okay, hopefully that'll work, but that ain't gonna do nothing. Sherry Shepherd ain't holding no weight. Wendy is good at what she does, but at the same time, she done cracked under pressure. All her years of throwing people under the bus done caught up with her. Okay, and she ain't coming back. This is a wrap for her. There ain't no comeback for Wendy Williams. She's 60 years old. Okay? Ain't no comeback. You had to have cleaned yourself. Listen, when you on drugs and on the drugs that she's been on, okay, you have to have cleared your body of that by the time you get 50. Okay? But really before 50. Okay? The most you can do when you're in your 40s and 50s is have a little alcohol and maybe some weed. When you start dibbling and dabbling in cocaine and heroin and pills, and alcohol, and you still in your 50s, man, you about to be drugged out. Ain't no, you at the point of no return. Straight up. You gotta stop all that shit by the time before you turn 45. If you 45 years old and you pass 45, you 50, 55 years old, you still drugging, man, ain't no turning around for you. She ain't gonna turn this thing around. It's a wrap for Wendy. Ain't no way I'm giving her a dime. Okay, she's still spending her money on the dope man. Okay, that's what she's still doing. She ain't changed. And the reason why she ain't changed is because she ain't hit rock bottom yet. See, she gotta lose everything. For her to get back to reality, she has to lose everything. And she hasn't lost everything. Honestly, Wells Fargo probably saved her life when they canceled when they suspended her accounts. They probably was saving her life because ain't no telling how much dope she would have been sniffing. Okay, ain't no telling. She might would have OD'd. That's where we at with it. Wendy is done. It's a wrap. Ain't no coming back for her. She's 60 years old. Look at it.
Just last month, it was announced that after 14 seasons, Williams' talk show would come to an end. And that Sherri Shepherd would take over the time slot and get her own talk show this fall.
Here's our special guest host, Sherri Shepherd.
Shepherd had been one of the fan favorites, filling in for Williams, who was said to be.
You see, Sherri Shepherd ain't on no drugs. Okay? See, you got to be clean like her. You got to be clean like Sherri Shepherd. Okay? She ain't on no drugs, man. Okay? She might not be the personality of Wendy, but, at the end of the day, Sherri Shepherd going to show up to work. And she ain't going to show up to work stoned like Wendy. Wendy can show up to work stoned. And then just imagine when she shows up to work stoned and they still got to roll her out there to do the show. Imagine what she was when she woke up. Imagine somebody had to literally go over there and pull her out of the bed. And believe it or not, they probably had to stuff some cocaine up her nose just to get her body going. Okay, that's what they probably had to do a few nights. They had to literally put some cocaine in her nose just so she can get up and go to work. Okay, and she's already stoned, but she need that cocaine to revive her body. Okay, and they done did that multiple times with this woman. Straight up, done did it multiple times. She's too far gone, man. Ain't no saving her. Ain't no saving no Wendy Williams. She's 60 years old. They out there trying to beat a dead horse. Seriously, she's a dead horse, man. Okay? She's a horse. She's a racehorse leg. What happens to a racehorse with a broke leg? Yeah, they put him to sleep. Or they put him out the pasture. They'll never run no more. Okay? They'll never run no more. They put him to sleep or they put him out. They don't never run no more. It's a wrap. Okay? It's a wrap for her. She ain't coming back. This ain't nothing but a favor for somebody. Try to make it look like, oh, Wendy's coming back. Wendy got it together. This ain't what's popping, y'all. See, I'll tell you right now. You better, if you a black woman, I'm gonna say this right now, and people are gonna be offended. Okay, these are the effects when you have too many gay people around you when you at the top of your game. Okay, she had too many gay people around her, and that's the problem. She ain't have a real nigga in her motherfucking stable telling her, you about to blow this motherfucking career, girl. You better lay off them drugs. She had too many white gay people around her, kissing her ass, giving her everything she want, probably getting her drugs too. They was doing all that. Okay, she ain't had no real nigga in the circle saying that, girl, you about to lose it all. You keep doing this blow, girl, and you about to fall down. What, you think you different than everybody else? You think you better than Natalie Cole? Because that's what this reminds me of. This reminds me of Natalie. She's a TV personality of Natalie Cole. That's what she is. She can't leave them. She can't leave them drugs alone. But the one thing about Natalie Cole, at least she kicked them drugs, and you know how she kicked them drugs? Because she fell flat on her ass. She hit rock bottom. That's why Natalie Cole got it together. Wendy Williams has to hit rock bottom in order for this thing to work. She shouldn't even be talking right now. You know when they should be having this right here, when they say Wendy Williams speaks out and stuff like that, Wendy Williams should be saying, I haven't had a drink in 2 years. I haven't had any drugs for 2 years. I'm at the best shape of my life. All I do pretty much is, practice on my craft, and exercise, and I work out, and I live a very clean life right now. I do a lot of meditation. I do a lot of stuff like that, to clear my thoughts. I needed this break, to be honest with you. I really needed this break. She ain't saying none of that. I can tell you right now, if you asked her when's the last time you did some drugs, she'll tell you yesterday. That's what she'll tell you. Yesterday is the last time I did some drugs.
Be sidelined because of complications from her Graves' disease and thyroid condition. A spokesperson for the talk show host previously said it's been a challenging time for Wendy as she deals with her health issues, adding that Wendy has been assured that should her health get to a point where she can host again, she'd be back on TV at that time.
How close are you now, would you say, to being able to being comfortable enough to start working again?
I'm very comfortable. My partners with the show, everybody's ready.
You're telling me at this moment you are prepared physically and mentally. You could go back to work and start hosting a show as early as tomorrow. You feel fit enough to do so?
Well, okay, give me about 3 months.
See, even the dude that asked her that question, even he didn't believe her. He knows how cracked out Wendy is. He's heard the stories. He sat there and said, "You really sure that you're ready to go out tomorrow?" Because he's been hearing stories too. He been hearing stories that Wendy's still on them drugs. Yeah, Wendy still got the dope man on speed dial. Yeah, she got all that. He couldn't even believe it, and even she don't believe it. She talking about give me 3 months. You see, right there and there, that tells you right now she ain't ready for no comeback. Give me 3 months. She should be like, yeah, I've been off the grid for quite some time, and it's time for me to get back in the swing of things right now. I can understand she's talking about boxing, you know what I'm saying, or rapping, singing. She's just a TV personality. All she gotta do is get out there and do what she's been doing for the last 35 years. This is nothing. She should be sitting out there saying, I could do this in my sleep. You go talk to any of them old R&B groups like the Four Tops and Temptations and all them. Man, they could do their routines in their sleep. There ain't no doubt about it. You could wake them up. You can get them 3 hours of sleep, put them on the stage, and put on My Girl, and I guarantee you, the Temptations will be able to do their routines in their sleep. This is nothing. Okay? Wendy Williams talking about give me 3 months and I'll be ready. What? You should be ready tomorrow. Okay? You should be ready today. Seriously. You should be ready today. There is no tomorrow for you. Okay? It's only today.
there are private things that I have to deal with, and then I'll be ready to come back and be free and ready to do my thing.
I'm on fire. Let's go.
Before we ended our chat, the self-proclaimed queen of all media wanted to speak directly to her fans.
This is what I would love to say to my Wendy watchers. Keep watching, because I'm going to be back on the Wendy show, bigger and brighter than ever.
You ain't going back to the Wendy show. You going back to radio if they have you. Okay? You better start doing your own podcast. Okay? Okay? They ain't about to put no money into you. Not right now. Only way they put money into you is if they're waiting for the ratings for you to come to work drunk and high. Because they ain't gonna protect you no more. They're gonna let the media get at you. They saved you the last time when you came to work high and drunk. Okay? And just you were seeing stars. Literally seeing stars on the show. Didn't know if you was coming or going. Okay? They ain't about to protect you no more. They're gonna have you out there looking like a fool. You better not get back on that show. Right now, you better be thinking about doing a podcast, something you control. You better be something like Tasha K or something. You better be something like that. If you think like you're gonna get back on the show and do a daytime show with people there, because coronavirus is damn near over. So they're gonna be having people coming back to the set, and you're gonna be in front of a whole bunch of people, and you're gonna be high and drunk. They're not about to waste that. If they do bring you back, it's only to get to be trending, to go viral on how dumb your ass is looking, and you looking even worse. Ain't nobody there to protect you. They're not gonna be them white folks ain't gonna protect you. They're not gonna protect you on this. I hope y'all know that. This is a disaster waiting to happen.
Now, Wells Fargo did not comment at this time on this update, but in February they did tell People magazine that they deny any allegations of improper actions with respect to Wendy's accounts and fully participate in anything trying to help her with her debts. And again, they say they're only looking out for the best interest of their client. And I know a lot of people wondering, she is back in New York now where she wants to be. This is home, but they said she just wasn't able to go on camera. So we do want to explain that part of why we weren't able to see her even on Zoom. But she says she's ready to go. But the things she has to work out right now have nothing to do with her health. She says she needs a few months to work things out, but she says she is healthy enough to get back going. So again, all of us have been around her and she's in this business. We've all known her for a long time. Want her to be okay.
Want her to be okay regardless of work or anything. Yeah, she'll be okay. All right, thank you.
You got it, guys.
Well, hey there.
Now, I'm gonna tell it to you like this: Robin Roberts and all them fools at Good Morning America. Okay, they some racist motherfuckers. And I'm gonna tell you why they racist. If Wendy Williams was a black man, okay, if they was a black man, they'd be throwing him all the way under the bus. All the way under the bus. Guaranteed. Okay, Robin Roberts, she loves throwing niggas under the bus. She loves it. She loves it more than a white man do. Okay? But when it comes to Wendy Williams or any other woman, they want to hold their motherfucking hand. They don't want to call them out for who they are. They don't want to call them out and say how much drugs they done took. They don't want to talk about. They didn't want to bring up the times that she done showed up high and drunk. Now, if that was a black man doing that shit, showing up to work high and drunk, they would have been had that shit on TV. Okay? And you knew Robin Roberts wasn't nothing by the way she did Chris Brown when he had that Rihanna situation. That shit was 2 years ago when he did that interview, and she brought that shit up, and it was 2 years old. And the sad part about Chris Brown, that whole Chris Brown situation, he wasn't even 21 years old. This kid was, he's still 19, 20 years old. He's still a kid. And you put him under that pressure like a man. Treat him like a man, but he's still a kid. But now we want to hold Wendy Williams' hand. Now we want to do that. That's what we want to do now. Explain that to me, please. Explain that to me, ABC, Disney, you racist motherfuckers out here. Y'all sit out there want to hold Wendy Williams' hand, but every time a black man get into a little bit of trouble, y'all wanna sit there and exploit the shit out of that. But ain't exploit the shit out of Wendy Williams, who showed up to work high and drunk. Can you imagine a black man who gets paid millions of dollars just to talk shit and to do interviews and to make people feel good, showed up to work high and drunk? Well, he'd never get another job again. He'll never get a job again. Nowhere. Okay? And that is fact. That ain't myth, that is fact. Michael Strahan showed up to work drunk. I guarantee you he's never on Good Morning America again. Okay? Don't let him show up high and drunk. And ain't nobody gonna hold his hand neither. Okay? A black man know that he only got so many opportunities before it's over for him. He can't show up high and drunk, even if he is the executive producer of the show. He can't do that. But Wendy, she can show up high and drunk, and people still hold her hand and still want her to do a comeback, still want her to be on TV. Once again, these white people is going to fuck Wendy Williams up. She needs some real niggas in her motherfucking circle right now. She need a drill sergeant. She need a drill sergeant in her life. Straight up. She need a take no shit kind of black person in her life right now. Get around all these white folks, and especially these LGBTQ white folks, they're gonna fuck her motherfucking ass up all the way. All the way. No doubt about it. It's a disgrace. Wendy Williams, need to get your shit together. Robin Roberts, get your shit together. Good Morning America, get your shit together. You racist piece of shits, get your shit together, man. I had enough of you niggas holding her hand. Y'all gonna have her motherfucking ass back in the dope house if y'all ain't careful. Y'all gonna have her coming out of the dope house in a body bag. Next thing you know, Wendy Williams and OD. She at the Red Rock Hotel. Okay, or she at the MGM. She at the Luxor Hotel in Las Vegas, and she done OD'd because y'all done sat there and held her hand. Y'all need to sit out there and tell her, Wendy, you got one more time. You fuck up this time right here, it's a wrap for you. That's what they should be saying to her. But instead, they want to hold her hand like they always do. They gonna mess her up, man. Wendy, you better go back to rehab. You need to take off for another 3 years. Not 3 months, 3 years. That's what you need. Moving forward, I want y'all boys to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's your boy King Marco, signing out.